All right. Hey there guys, welcome back to the farm this evening. We're going to be out here this evening trying to get this disc finished up. I'm going to take these back discs off of this, try to get these bearings out and replace them. So just hang out with me a little while here and let's see what we can get done. Alright guys, let's see if we can get these nuts off of here first. Oh yeah. Once that coil sits on there for a little while, it is no match. Okay. Now I may need to get a hammer to drive those shafts out of there, and I probably need to get a socket and take these, just go ahead and take those scrapers out of the way. There's a 3/4 socket, see if I can get those off. If I can get those out of the way, then it'll make it go a little better. That worked pretty good. See if I can get this side off. Try. See if we can get these replaced. I got some new bolts for these scrapers and I'm gonna try to replace some of them. I may not get to it this evening, but we will do as much as we can. Try to make this go as fast as I can. I'm just thankful that most of this stuff has come apart a lot better than I expected. I may need to go around to the other side. See if we can work right in here. Okay. Okay, that's about as far as I can get them with the nuts on them. I'll have to get a piece of pipe. I had a piece here somewhere. Alright guys, as in typical fashion, I had a different idea. Not going to say it's a better idea, but it's a different one. Okay, let's do that in the other direction. That's all we're going to get out of that one. There we go. Now, if I can get in here, it's a little bit tight, and start taking these apart. Get in here where y'all can still see. Y'all can see right there. Those bearings are in terrible shape. Okay, guys, that went fairly simple. At least that part of it. Wow, I already had that driven back pretty good ways. I'm gonna lay these out here. I may want to lay these discs out of the way as well. That's the one that's the best, the hardest to get off. That bearing, if it wasn't, there we go, that bearing wasn't so messed up. Makes it hard to get these scrapers off. All right. Now, okay. Next, we're going to see how many of these bolts will come off without cutting them off. Okay. I should have sprayed these with something the other day, but I didn't. Let's try it the other way. Maybe the heads will be better than the nuts. Get my wrench on here right. Oh yeah, that broke. Well, the nuts are what's grabbing a hold of it. Keep all these together. I don't want to leave them all scattered out everywhere. All right, that was relatively easy. Someone has attempted to put grease in that recently because it's not as dried up and crusty as it was the other day in the other ones. All right, on to the next one. All right, number 2. See what we got. silly nuts and bolts are so eat up. Wow. I don't know how they get so jammed into that wrench. I'm not as nimble as I once was. This wouldn't have been too terribly bad 2 or 3 years ago. That one is grown in there. I may have to peck on it with a hammer. It has had some, attempted to have had some grease put in it. Well, I bet you anything those others were all rounded. I looked in a magazine to try to find these things, and that was the only way I could find them, was that completely round like that. Of course, the front ones had the bottom flat wore off of them, and these do a little bit, but not like the front. All right, let's hop on over here and get these other two off. Let's see. All right. Hope I don't have my head right in the way. Yeah, that just wedges that into that crescent wrench. But that's okay. We will get them all out. Let's see. Turn it right way. There we go. All right, that didn't have a lock washer on it. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's full of dried up grease. Oh. There we go. Okay. Number 4. Coming up, coming off. It is wore badly. But thank the Lord it came off. Let's try this one. It does not have a flat spot hardly on it. And it came off as well. Thank you, Lord. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but that whole nut, bolt, give it time to focus, all worn down. All right, number 4 is off. Oh wow, the whole side's missing out of that. Those are so ate up. It's unbelievable. Don't grease them and they will not survive. Alright guys, I took a minute and cleaned these flanges up a little and got the old dried grease out of them and made sure that they would take grease. And now we're going to put them back on. All right. Lock washers. And then 4 nuts. Okay, on to the next one. All right. I was surprised that every one of these took grease on the front. Of course, I guess it was in a lot worse shape, but on the front they wouldn't take grease. I had to really work on them to get them cleaned out enough that they would accept grease. It was so dried up. Okay. Number 3 and headed to 4. And then I'm going to ease right in here see how many bolts and nuts I got. Hopefully I counted right. I've got plenty of washers, but I got a few extra just in case. Thought I had a couple of extra bolts, but I guess I didn't. Had just enough. I got a couple of extras on the nuts and washers. But I'm glad we had enough on those bolts. Alright guys, I got this cleaned up a little bit and I wiped this shaft down some where it'll go in here a little easier. I'm going to start putting these pieces back on here. Pretty simple. At least I feel like it's pretty simple. I still can't get over how easy this came apart, and I don't know that you would call it easy, but what I saw another fella do, it kind of scared me. Was thinking I was going to have a nightmare or possibly not even be able to get it apart. Okay, I may have to back that up a little. And first I got to get this last piece in here. Put one. Let's see, I may have went one too far. See if that's one too many. No, that's right. It's just going to be a little tricky. A little tricky. And I just wonder if I can't loosen that shackle right there enough to slide that around and it'll take the trickiness out of it. I don't know. I may not have a socket out here big enough to fit it. I do not. Okay. My other option won't be that. Okay, I will have to do what I did on the front. Use the ratchet strap to hang it, and then pulled it up and down and got it where I wanted it. Let's see. Okay, I've got to go back Back with everything. Then I got a disc and a small cone that goes in the front. Got to get this cone back in here. That's going to be the trick. I'm going to get that ratcheted up to where it lines up. Just got to have a little patience. Okay. All right, guys, I think I got this close to being lined up. I may have to let it back down just a hair. That may have been too much. All right, let's see. It's kind of hard to do by yourself. Really can't see what's hitting. I might have to get a hammer and give it a little tapping. Alright guys, so I had a bit of a technical difficulty. I could not get this shaft started in there and it threw that bearing, and I worked with it and fumbled around with it till I finally figured out how to get it in there. Let's take this strap off and see if this thing will move any freer than it did. Oh yeah. My scraper's rubbing in the back, but that's not a big deal. Okay, I need to hop over here and put the last disc on. All right, gets that cone, one more disc, and then it gets a couple of these items right here. I may have to, well, if that scraper wasn't hitting, I've got to get that off of there, and then I think we're in good shape. Seems like. There we go. Now let's see if she'll turn. Still hitting another scraper. It's okay. But we are turning freely. We can move over to the other side. We're going to slip right over here to this side. And hopefully it will go back together fairly easy. It's just hard to get that all those discs on there and together, and then in that other bearing and lined up with that square shaft. but we're gonna do the best we can. All right, we gotta have this cone on there. And this, this trash and bucket. This spacer. Maybe 1,000 easy ways to do it for me. This is the easiest way I can see doing it. I can keep this thing greasy, take care of it, everything change any bits. Maybe it'll stay fairly longer and come apart easily. Really tickled. I've got all bearings in place. And just back together as it is. Time to put it to work. Man, I can tell you all on there. I mean heavy. Heavy. What we must do between us. Alright, I put my ratchet strap on here. And get more hanging. Now I can do some fine tuning. Once I get hung up here. I'll get my finger out there. Oh. Alright, we got back. Rig up. Right there. Alright, I got my front home. What did I do with it? Like that. Now I'm back to shaft up just a touch. Alright, I think that's it. Now, back to the top. Okay. I'm gonna have to take that. Is this? Gotta go back, let's go forward. So like that. I'll leave that out just a little so I can get this shaft where I can see it. Yeah. This is where it gets everything. I gotta get it straight up that way. This way we get that shaft. Let's see where we... Oh, that's not in there. I'm hitting it. Oh, too much. Tacky tap on that bearing. Okay, that's 3. There we go. Now, I have to take this hand reel. I'll work that shaft in there. And it's not coming through. See. That's the problem I had the other side. That shaft is not starting out of the bearing. Getting that to line up to where it'll go. Let's see. It is not right just yet. Let me put this nut on here where I can peck around on it. Man, that is aggravating. That is hard to get lined up. That is the hardest part of the whole thing. But main thing is, don't panic. There she come. Thank you, Lord. No need in panicking. Okay, now I gotta find the other cone. Oh. We are close, guys. We are close. I know this has been a little bit of a drawn out video series, but I wanted to be able to share it. And just see if we couldn't get it done. And I'm thankful that we did. Or have. I think that has got to go in a little further. No, it's tight. Man, that one is tight. I hope that's... Okay, that's just had it in the bottom. I got... The scrapers kind of scare me every time. Alright guys, I'm not going to bore y'all with any more of this. Only thing I've got left to do on this is to get these scrapers here put back on there and buttoned up, and we're going to grease these bearings on this thing, and hopefully the next time we see this thing it'll be behind the tractor and we'll be pulling it. But for everyone that was interested and watched this video, I want to say thank you. And if you like this kind of stuff, hit the like and subscribe button, and we will see you out here on the farm another day.